Securonix being a pioneer, right? We started as a UEBA company about 14 years back. Since then, we have evolved and essentially brought in SIM and SOAR, as a unified platform, backed by Snowflake as data lake. Now, what we are looking at next in terms of innovation is bringing in AI across the platform with AI-enabled features for our customers and partners to make it more efficient to run the SOC. Things like our spotter agent, which is also called search agent now, which allows the analyst to use natural language to search on queries instead of they learning a query language or so and so forth. So as long as you know the logic, you just speak it out in natural language and it will do the work behind the scenes, right? At the same time, we also want to make sure that the time that analyst spends on investigating any incident is reduced, right, by using automation. So we have things like summarization agent and things in terms of autonomous threat sweep, which can look through your entire environment for new vulnerabilities as in there when they are visible, and sweep through the entire environment and come up with recommendation if you are exposed to those. And if you are not, you're good. But if you are, what you should do to ultimately eliminate those vulnerabilities. So idea is to use more automation using AI to make it less sort of stressful for the analyst. And obviously while making all this available in the form of a cloud SaaS offering. So that's where we are investing into. The attackers have advantage in using AI. The phishing emails are more sophisticated now. The kind of malware they can write using AI is much more sophisticated that we have ever seen. So our job now is on the defense side is to make sure that the defenders are enabled with more tools, are able to detect these AI-based attacks. So we are working on getting our AI-based agent for analytics, which is called intent agent, to look at not just the after effect of somebody trying to download data or trying exfiltrate information, but also look at the intent beforehand. Like if somebody is going on Google search and searching for how to encrypt data at bulk or how to download data at bulk without getting notice, these kind of intent-based signals we are trying to capture first, so that before somebody can take action, relevant departments like HR or IT can intervene and avoid the exfiltration to happen completely by leveraging the intent data signals, etc., and AI combined to look at an insider threat intent instead of an action. That is one advancement we are doing to make it analytics ready for the AI world where we are seeing different type of attacks happening using AI. It's a no-brainer now, and it's a must-have in our opinion. Basis the CISOs that we talk to and global, large managed security service providers that we are talking to. Everybody wants to rationalize and optimize the cost by having less tools to handle and less tools to learn, right? So part of it is obviously to use AI to make it easy to adopt and learn, but also it requires consolidation in a platform form. So SIM, UEBA, SOAR in a single platform is no more a choice. It's a must-have for CISOs when they are making decision, because they do not want to go 3 different vendors and 3 different solutions and then make it difficult for their SOC analysts to run. So it's a given that you need to have a unified platform. What we are seeing is there is far more demand coming for managing the data ingestion and type of data that you ingest through the means of data pipeline management, where CISO and the SOC team wants to have control over what is security relevant and what is not security relevant, right? SR and NSR. And ultimately giving that power to manage the cost by ingesting what is required and storing the rest for audit purposes, right? So that's where we see that it's a must-have to have a unified platform, but CISOs are expecting more and more from us as provider. We think it's a very timely move that we have made. Threat intelligence has been one of the biggest pain in the SOC for analysts especially. They have tons of feeds. In some cases, we have seen in enterprises and partners, they are running 15, 20 various feeds, paid and open source. The amount of data and the format in which the data comes sometimes is absolutely, opposite. And they have to make sense of this while defending against the, ever-evolving AI and ML-based attacks. With Threat Quotient as a threat intel platform, what we are able to do is using their rich marketplace model where out of the box they have hundreds of integrations, we are able to ingest a lot of threat intel feeds and normalize that into a single outcome-based and value-based feed that can be integrated with the SIM in the SOC to take action. So it is making it simpler and more value-based approach to extract information in a very standardized format and feed that into SIM and SOAR to essentially take automated action. So Threat Quotient as a platform, threat intel platform, is helping us achieve that vision of having a unified and modern SOC where everything is working at the most efficient way providing ROI, but at the same time making it easier for SOC analysts to interact and work with the platform. So in our opinion, and again, I'm very pleased to inform that we are rated leadership for the sixth year in the SIM Magic Quadrant, which just came out. We want to remain ahead of the curve by innovating, by obviously spending more on research and development, finding more use cases that we can solve by leveraging less human intervention and more automation. Picking the right technology at the right time is an art. Our company has proven that time and again, being an innovation leader for the last 6 years in the Gartner Magic Quadrant. We continue to invest more into AI ML. We are looking at adjacent technologies so as to reduce the burden that the SOC analyst carries, as well as the CISO has to carry in terms of buying multiple technologies, and finding adjacent technologies which can integrate in providing a unified SOC is where we are investing our time and energy, and ultimately are open to getting more companies to come and make a complete platform. APMEA is a great partner to have on board with us. They are a very big distributor in Middle East and Africa, which is a very growth focused place where we are investing. We are doubling our team in terms of sales and pre-sales. We recently made investment more into marketing and sales development functions. And we, as part of ThreatQuotient acquisition, we have also got more customers to serve. APMEA basically will help us scale this business beyond what we were doing in UAE and Africa, and get more deep into Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, as well as some other nearby countries, leveraging their distribution and reseller network. But at the same time, they have been serving in the SIM market and SOC market for the longest time. We want to take advantage of that positioning and help them as a channel to essentially position the modern SOC and the SOC of the future in front of our buyers, which is in the form of enterprise as well as MSSPs. And APMEA is a very big part of that go-to-market motion that we are creating, and we are very hopeful that it will be a very successful partnership.